Hello and welcome to this tutorial from the Faal ICT Academy video library. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to do referencing inside Microsoft Word. Now, if you look at here, I have a Microsoft Word document. So I'll be going to the tab here called referencing. Right now, when you click on references, you should see a section or a group called Citations and Bibliography. Now, as you can see, you have a button called Insert Citation, you have Manage Sources, you have Style, and then you have Bibliography. Now, here you have different styles. Now, if you click on the drop-down arrow, you should see all the styles that are available in Microsoft Word. Now, by default, you have the APA 5th edition. Now, I'm going to use these throughout the tutorial. So what I'm going to do if I want to add my references, so you should have a list of all your references before you come here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Manage Sources. So when I click on Manage Sources, as you can see, it will list all the sources that I already have in place, and then you have the options to copy, delete, edit. So let's say I want to delete this, I can just click delete and then remove it from the list. So if I want to create a new one, so what I'm going to do is I will click on new, and then here you have the types, the source types. So you have different, so it depends on where you get your information from, whether it's from a book, whether it's from the book section, a journal, a website, a report. You have different mediums where you can get your information from, whether it's a sound recording, performance film, interview, etc. If at all none of the categories cannot be used, you can choose miscellaneous, right? Good. So in this case, in this example, I'm going to use website, so which I believe most of you are going to be referencing from. So first thing you need to do is to click edit for the author, right? So you need to know the author of the article that you took from a particular website. So most of the time when you get information from blog post, if you look at the bottom of the blog post, you should see the author's name. So in this example, I'm going to use my name as the author. So I'm going to type my first second name and then my first name. So I will click add. So if at all the article has more than one author, then you have to add the names here in the list. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to use only one here. So as you can see, you have the author's name here. You have the surname first, then comma, space, and then you have the first name, and then you have a semicolon. So if you have multiple authors, then a semicolon will be separating them. And then here you have the name of the web page. So you should put the name of the web page. Now it gives you, now if you don't know exactly what to put, always look at here, it said an example. So whether the page, the name of the page is called About Us. So the name of the page is, let's just use this as an example. So I'm going to say effective presentation. The name of the page is effective presentation, right? That's the, let's assume that is the title of the article. And then here we have the name of the website. So the name of the website, as you can see, the name of the website, we can say Faal ICT Academy, Faal ICT Academy. The year here is the year the article was published. So let's assume this article was published in 2017 in the month of April. So basically you can see this maybe in an article at the beginning of every article. In most blogs, online articles, you should see the date, exact date there, and then you have the day, let's say on the 23rd of April in 2000. So this was the date that this article was published. And then you have the access. So which year did you access this article? So let's say I accessed the article in 2019, and then in the month of May, and then on the 2nd. So I'm going to put the exact URL of that article, right? The exact address. So most of the time you're going to be copying and pasting this from the browser. So after putting all this information, you're now ready to click OK. So when you click OK, automatically now it will be added into the source available master list and then in the current list. Now as you can see, it will show you the preview here. So this is exactly how it is going to look like in your document. So when I'm done, I can still add more references. If at all your research you have done, let's say you have 10 references or 5 references, you can keep adding them. So let's say I'm going to only, to make this tutorial short, I'm only stick to this one. So I'm going to click close. Now let's assume this is your document, so let's just put some text here. So I'm going to use the run method to display some text. So let me just insert maybe 5 paragraphs. So what you need to do, mostly your reference will be at the bottom of the document. So I'm going to create a new page. Now when you're here, let's say for example you're here, you can press Ctrl and enter, so insert a new page. So let's assume at the beginning of this last page, this is where you want to insert your references. So you'll go back to the references tab and then you click bibliography. So when you click on bibliography, you have 2 options built-in templates here. You have the bibliography here, and then you have the works cited. So let's click on the first one, for example. So if you click on the first one, automatically it will style it for you. So it all the sources that you input in that dialog box will all display here. So it will format it properly using the APA style. So as you can see, you have my first name here, you have my the initial of my first name, and then you have my last name here, and then you have the year the article was published, the name of the article or the title of the article, and then you have retrieve. When was the information retrieved? When did you retrieve the information? From which website? The name of the website here, and then you have the exact link. So basically this is how referencing is done, and from here you can even learn how to manually do referencing. So let's say for example you have already input this into the last page, and then later you realize that you forgot to add another source. So you can go back and to manage source and then add it, and then from there you can come here and then click update citation and bibliography, and that one will appear automatically. So basically this is what I have for you in this tutorial, and I hope this helped. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can receive notifications of our new posts. Thank you so much.